Um, I want to talk about burning bridges. I want to talk about burning bridges. For the most part, throughout my life, when it comes to me and people, okay. When it comes to me dealing with people, I realize that many people burn their bridges with me. I didn't burn the bridge. I never was that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I didn't burn the bridge, but many people burned it with me because, like I said, man, when people reach a certain level of success, they would try to they would discard me or act like I was nothing to them and all that stuff. Basically, treated me like I was the bad guy, and that's why That's why I'm very hesitant of making friends with people because when people like reach a certain level of success or whatever, they tend to act phony towards me. They tend to act like I was a piece of shit to them. But in actuality, I wasn't. I kept it real. I kept it real not only to myself but also to them too. Because you got to keep it real to yourself, man. First and foremost, you got to keep it real to yourself first and foremost. But yeah, man. As far as burning bridges, man, dealing with people, man, they just burn their bridge towards me, and it's like, why? Why would you burn the bridge, man, if I never caused any type of super controversy towards you, if I never hurt you, you know what I'm saying? People like want to say certain things or do certain things towards a person, and it's like, man, I ain't trying to burn bridges with people, man. I'm cooperative for the most part, man. I try to be cooperative, which I know I am, but to actually burn the bridge, man, which especially when you start to reach a certain level of success, it's like, you know what, it is what it is, man. You do your thing, I do my thing, and that's it. I realize, man, when it comes to people like that who wants to burn bridges towards people that actually help them out in the process, don't help those people out no more because not all the time, but sometimes eventually those same people who burn bridges with you, once their time is up, once they start to need help again, you won't be there. You won't be there around to help them out because, hey, they burned their bridges with you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't burn the bridge, they did. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to, part ways. They do their thing and you do yours. And if they need help, you're not going to be there for them. Just keep it moving, keep it pushing. That's why many people in this world are very hesitant of helping others because of backstabbing, because of the whole backstabbing culture, because of the whole backstabbing phenomenon. Why would you want to backstab a person that actually helped you out in the first place? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Like, why would you want to backstab that person? Why would you want to, talk about that person? I never understood that. You know what I'm saying? If that person was so good to you, if that person was good to you, why create drama and nonsense? Why create superficial drama and nonsense? Especially if it never happened in the first place. Why do that? It just shows your backstabbing nature that you're a piece of shit human being. Why would you want to destroy a person that actually helped you out to get where you're trying to go or to get where you're at right now? Why do that? So that's why I say, burning bridges, from my viewpoint, I never done that. But some people did it with me. They really did. And I don't know why. It just lets me know that people are just full of shit, man. And that's why I'm very hesitant of making friends with people and just being all out there and all that stuff. I relatively stay at home. I relatively stay at home, man, and enjoy my own company. Because I realize that humans are just full of shit. They're fake and phony, and for the most part, I don't want to deal with all the nonsense. I understand that people are out for themselves. I get it, but it doesn't make any sense when you have people that's in your life that actually was willing to help you out in the process, but you want to burn your bridges with them and betray them and all that stuff. I never understood that. But hey, you know what it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Bridges burn, you live and learn, and that's that. And when it comes to me, I never did burn a bridge. People burned it with me, and that's okay. I'm not at fault for the most part, but they are. It is what it is, man. I don't do shit like that, man, because I realize, man, we all in this world. we all need each other to some degree. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize we as humans, we can't do everything alone in this world. That's what I had to realize. I realized in this world, we cannot do everything alone. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what the fucking is. And that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, man. So, thank you so much and have a good day.